Hello boys and girls, and welcome to lesson 2, page 24. As you can see right here on the right, we're going to be doing a lot of converting of measurements. For example, converting from feet to inches, gallons to quarts, and so on. This, boys and girls, is actually very important. As some of you already know, these sorts of questions come up on the MAP test. Okay, and you can see right there in the title, in the purple, it says Common Core Test Practice. So these are questions that are very, very relevant, and they will come up on the MAP testing that we will have in the next couple of weeks. So if you do not know these standard forms of measurements, such as feet, inches, tons, pounds, and so on, you gotta memorize them. You have to learn them. You can do what I did right here and just take a picture of the one that we have here on the wall in our classroom and study it. Or it's very easy to find on Google. But we have it in the classroom. If you have your own device, take a picture and really start memorizing it and ask me any questions if you're confused in terms of the U.S. customary system. The metric system it's quite simple. It's quite simple. It's perfect. It works really well. It's the U.S. customary system that can be confusing at times, and I understand that. Anyways, let's take a look at question 32 and 33, and that's all we're going to do today in this video, because in class you will do the Common Core spiral review from 34 to 39, question 34 to 39, using this, the wall, what I'm showing you right here, okay? Everything that we have on our wall in the classroom, and that'll be your warm-up when you get back. Okay, so let's get started. Let's read. Deborah bought 3 1/4 yards of fabric at the remnant sale for $13. Determine if each of the following random deals have the same unit price as Deborah's deal. Simply select yes or no. Okay, so 3 1/2 yards of fabric. Okay, so here what we have is we have 3 and then 1/4, right? We have 3 and then 1/4, which means we have 1, 2, 3, and then over here we only have one part of 4. Keep in mind that whenever we have out of 4, let's say we have a number here, and then we make it out of 4, okay, the denominator, it means that every whole number that we have here, where the 3 is, okay, each one of those is broken into 4 parts, as I've done here. So in reality, it looks like this. This is one whole, but it can be broken into 4. This is a 1 whole. This is also another 1 whole, okay? And then I only have 1 out of 4, as you see right there. 1 out of 4, okay? So I have 3 and 1/4. 3 and 1 out of 4. Now, this is how many yards I got, right? This is how many yards I got of fabric. And I paid $13. And when I look at the $13, I think of $12 with one more dollar. You see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You see that? So that means that just between this one, and this one, I have $12. As so. So I have $4 here, $4 here, $4 here. That's $12. 4, 8, 12. And now I need just one more dollar to make 13. And there we have it. That's how we can break it. So each yard costs $4. So when you look at these pictures, okay, which one do you think shows the price? If you were just to look at the first number, this one's 4 yards, and you know that 4 times 4 is 16, right? Because each one of these is $4. 4 times 4 is 16, but then you have 2/3 there, and it's saying that it's only $16. It should be a little bit more, right? It should be $18, because for every little square, here you have 2 out of 3 square. For every one little square, it should be $1 more. Okay, then we look at this one. Go ahead and see what you think is true and what's not. Pause the video now, really think about it, and then check your answer after. Pause now. Well, as you already know, we already said no to this one, right? What about these two? Well, to help yourself, go ahead and make another one of these charts, okay? Just make one like this where you know that every yard, a whole yard, is $4, okay? 3/4 of a yard would only be $3. Half a yard would be $2. 1/4 of a yard would be $1, as we have it here. So make another one of these for this one, for B. So here you have, this one's out of 3, not out of 4, because we have 1, 2 whole, 1 and 2 whole, and then 3 out of 4. 1, 2, 3 out of 4. So as you can see, here we have $4 for this whole one, another $4. That's 8, and you can see right there that we have 3 out of 4, so that would only be another $3. So that makes it another 3. So when you add these 3 up, 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 3 equals 11. And so this one is true. Go ahead and do the same for the 6. Okay, remember that 6 is going to be 6 times 4. Okay, and then a half. Remember that this would be a half. A half would be 2 out of 4. Got it? 2 out of 4. That would be a half. So make another one of these for this one. And you tell me if it's correct, if it's yes, or if it's no. Another way to do it, boys and girls, if you want to use division, is simple. You have the number 6.5, right? And we really want to know if this, if there are enough dollars here for each quarter of a yard. So what we're going to do is, you can convert this into an improper fraction, where you do 6 times 2 plus 1. 6 times 2 plus 1 is 13 over 2. And if you can divide it by 26 over 1, right? And remember, when we divide, we change the division to a multiplication sign, and we flip these two around so that you have something that looks like this. Now you cross-reference, right? You can cross-reference with 13 and 26. You have 113 here, so you change that to a 1, and you change this one to a 2. And then you multiply across. 1 times 1 equals 1. And 2 times 2 equals 4. So you can see that you get 1/4, and we know that each quarter of a yard is $1. Okay, so yeah, this C would also be true. And there you have it. You can try that as well with B. What I just tried, you can try it with this number with B, and you should also get 1/4. If you get 1/4, that means you've gotten the unit rate. That 1/4 of a yard of fabric is $1, equals $1. Okay, for question 13, the table shows the distances traveled by 4 cyclists. Sort the speeds of the riders in miles per hour. Per hour, meaning we're going to look for how many miles they rode each hour. We're looking for the unit rate. And we're going to organize them from slowest to fastest. Here we have Elena, Julio, Kevin, and Lorena. And they traveled these distances: 20.5 miles, 12.25, 12 2/3, and 33 1/4 mile. And here are the times: 2 hours and 15 minutes, 1.5 hour, 1 hour and 40 minutes, and 2 hours and 20 minutes. Okay? So what we want to do with these, boys and girls, is find the unit rate of riders per miles per hour. Okay? So, how can we do that? Okay, let's try it out. We are looking for the unit rate. So I'm going to zoom in right here into this white area so I can work and show you how I do it. Okay, I'm going to zoom in. In order to find the unit rate for each one of these, we have to divide. And we have to divide the distance divided by the time. So we're dividing these two in order to make a complex fraction. So let's do Elena first. Follow my steps. Okay, go ahead and write it down. 20.5 miles divided by 2 hours and 1/4 of an hour. 2 1/4. So 2 hours and 15 minutes. Just like this. Write that down. Now we're going to convert these fractions into improper fractions. To do that, we have to multiply the denominator with the whole number and add the numerator. So multiply the denominator with the whole and add the top. As so. So if we were to do it, we would multiply 2 times 20 is 40, plus 1 is 41 over 2. See that? You write the 41 at the top and the 2 at the bottom. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. There's your 9, and you just write it over 4. Keep the same denominator. Now we know how to work with this. Remember, we change the division to a multiplication sign, and we flip or invert the second fraction, as so. Now that we have this, we can just simply cross-reference, because now we're just multiplying fractions. We cross-reference to see if we can reduce. Can we reduce the 41 with the 9? No, we can't, because the 41 is a prime number. Can we reduce the 2 and the 4? Yes, we can. They both have a common factor of 2. So we cross out the 2 here, replace a 1, and we cross out the 4 and replace a 2. They've been reduced. There's 1 2 here and 2 2's there. And now we can multiply straight across. And when we multiply, we have 41 times 2 equals 82, and 1 times 9 equals 9. Now we can divide. How many 9's are in 82? If you are thinking 9, because 9 times 9 is 81, and we have 1 left over 9. And that is the unit, that is the speed that Elena travels per hour. She can travel 9 miles and 1/9 of a mile per hour. And there you have it. I'm giving you a hint by putting Elena there. That means she is the second slowest. She is not the slowest. You have to figure that one out. Who is the fastest and who is the second fastest? Go ahead and figure it out by doing the same thing I did here with Lorena, with Kevin, and with Julio. If you do not know how to do this, please rewind the video and watch how I did this again. Okay, we will check this in class. Continue on with 34, 35 in the Common Core Spiral Review by looking at the first image that I showed in this video, or simply by doing it as a warm-up when we get to class. See you in class, everyone. I'll repeat, you can do these by looking at the posters we have on the walls in the classroom, but please do them as soon as you get to the classroom as a warm-up. Otherwise, have it done simply by looking at what we had earlier in this video, or you can Google the conversions. Okay, everyone, that's it for today.